so we better, straight line.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Whatever. How many people were down there? 10.
Oh, 10.
I was debating about that too, because I got notices on my phone.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the TV on all night, but yeah, it occurred to me once, like about an hour in, I thought, oh, I guess we're really close.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know, you know, better safe than
I
sorry,
know.
but still.
So I moved from the window over to the couch, not so close to the window.
There you go.
Yeah, I did that too, I moved away from the window.
So I didn't go in the bathroom or anything like that.
Yeah. When my son was in the hospital, you know, they couldn't move all the patients, so what they did
So
was they
scary.
took mattresses put against the window.
Oh.
But, yeah, at least they did that, but, yeah. And the rest of us, if we were visiting, were to go out in the hall, you know, so, yeah. No, but.
I was surprised to hear this morning that Madison schools are closed.
Yeah, because of down trees and electricity being out. And
Yes.
when I did look out, when I got back upstairs, I was surprised at how, there were like 80-mile-an-hour winds,
Yeah.
so, yeah,
Yeah, it was serious for sure.
yeah,
Hopefully it's passed.
well, yeah, you never know.
So are your kids in Monona?
They are.
Yeah, okay.
St. Denis and Monona. And St. Denis is open today, but no busing. So they said,
Oh.
but my son doesn't take the bus. I'm the bus. So yeah, luckily they're both there because I think Max only has like 5 more days of school.
Yeah,
So we want them there for as many days as we can, you know?
yeah.
All right, guys, well, it's just after 10 and we'll get started. We have a smaller class today. Excuse me, because of Arts Breakfast. So, welcome to yoga. So feel free, before we begin moving our bodies, just take a moment to settle in. Sometime a good way to do that is to notice your feet on the ground, your bottom in the chair, your back resting against the back support of the chair. And if it feels comfortable, close those eyes and take a minute to go inward. Notice your breath. Cool air coming in your nose. And then notice your exhale. A little bit warmer air coming up through your nose or your mouth. Good, another couple of breaths like that.
Hello.
If you would like to feel sort of the physical sensation, feel free to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. When you inhale, notice that rise.
Oh, well, that's important, so.
And when you exhale,
See ya.
notice
Bye.
the lowering of the chest and the belly. Excuse me.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. A few more breaths like that. Maybe trying to make them even a little bit deeper on the inhale. And a little bit longer on the exhale. Get all that old breath out. Good, 2 more like that. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can move your hands off your heart and belly, maybe scoot yourself forward a little bit. So we find our first pose, which is our seated mountain. So right here, already a lot of things are happening. Shoulders Align ears, shoulders, and hips in a line. And then think about those shoulder blades back so that your palms maybe even open a little bit to the side. Find that rolling of the shoulders back versus the curve, which is how they often are during the day. Good, maybe bring hands to heart center. Press heart into thumbs and thumbs into heart for a breath. Good, and then if you would like, add the arms with your inhale. Find more space for the breath. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good, keep that going, your pace. Sometimes even an HA sound on the exhale is nice. Two more. One more. Beautiful. Let's take this to a side stretch. Inhale, both arms up. And that left hand comes down, can hold the chair. Right arm reaches up and over. Oh my goodness, hello.
Hello. Yeah, I think I might need that help.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Good. Take a breath into that open side. Exhale, arm down. Good. Roll the shoulder. Same thing other side. Inhale, both those arms up. Right hand down, left arm reaching up and over. So you're crunching up one side and you're growing, finding length in the other. Breathe into that open side. Lifting up out of your hips. One more breath. Exhale, hand down. Good. Roll the shoulders in both directions. Good. Let's take this to a seated twist. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left hand behind your right hand on the outside of that left thigh. Shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, twist. Two more like that. Good. Gaze goes where it feels good for your neck. One more. Beautiful. On an inhale, unwind through center and counter twist. Good, and then come back. Roll those shoulders. Same thing, other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right hand down behind, left hand outer thigh. So think about on the inhale, find that length. And then exhale, you twist. Blow it all out. Imagine just wringing out a washcloth. You want that same idea here. One more. Beautiful. Unwind. Little counter twist. Good. And then come back to center. Let's toe heel our feet a little wider than hips distance. Cat cow. The thoracic spine, that upper spine, middle spine, we want to just warm it up. So I like to put my palms on my knees. Inhale, pull that heart forward. Lift your head and your tail, pull the breath in. And then exhale, round your spine. Like the letter C, belly button to spine. Blow it all out. And then move into the inhale. Really good place to work on connecting your breath with your body's movement. And if it feels good, add a little bend in your elbows or go a little further, or if you want to make these really small. Totally up to you. Good, keep it going. Beautiful. Now we're going to move these into circles. So same idea. On an inhale, bring it forward. Pull the breath in. And on an exhale, blow it out. You're drawing a circle with the upper body. Good. When you feel ready, switching directions. Beautiful movement. Good. Come back to center. And let's find our 2 different ways to do a forward fold. First will just be the forearms on the thighs, but start with seated mountain. Shoulders open and back. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Come forward. And just let those arms rest on the thighs. If you feel like you're spending a lot of energy holding your head up, you can let it be heavy. Send your breath where you feel sensation. Lots of times people feel this in the top of their hips, hip flexors. Low back, big breaths. Good. When you're ready, inhale, crawling yourself up. Roll in the shoulders. Good. Another forward fold. This time you can stay just like that or feel free to fold all the way. Started with the seated mountain. Inhale, find your breath. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Heart leads the way. And then upper body just drapes as much as you feel comfortable. Different options. You can even sway a little bit if you like that or find stillness. You could even make a little box around your head holding opposite elbows. And again, notice where do you feel this? One more breath here. Good, and then crawling yourself up, take your time. Seated mountain. Good. From here, let's find our hip flexor stretch. So again, that seated figure 4, maybe your leg goes out long, or maybe you keep it bent at a 90-degree angle. Just bring this down a little bit. So it just depends how tight your hip flexors are. Maybe your ankle bone can lift up and come onto that thigh. If this feels really tight, but no pain, that's okay. We don't want pain. So if you get into it, and we don't want to shove the knee down, remember you just kind of let gravity and your breath take it down a little bit. Good, so find a few belly breaths. And if that's just not possible, you can always be here too. With a little bit of a longer form. You do it. If that feels okay, you can do that one. If it doesn't feel okay, you can try the other one. Good, feel free to stay with your torso upright or take a breath. And then maybe fold forward. Whew. A little more sensation there for me. Good, a couple more breaths. If you're really tensed up right here, try to find a little bit of ease in this pose. One more breath. Good. When you're ready, you can kneel torso up. Help that leg down and then give it some movement. Windshield wiper. Good. Let's set ourselves up, same the other side. If you need that leg straight and you put your ankle on the shin, that's a perfect way to do it. Or maybe you keep that foot flat and you help your other ankle bone on your thigh. Tight hips for me today. Maybe it's because of the weather. You too?
Yeah.
Good. Find your breath and then stay upright if you like this, or hinge at the hips. Folding forward, thinking of bringing that heart down to the leg. Can you breathe into your belly? Beautiful. One more breath. Good, when you're ready, inhale that torso up if it was down, out that way, and then moving it around. Good. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're gonna do a little bit of standing. If you wanna stay seated today, perfectly fine. But if you would like to try standing, go ahead, stand up and work your way back behind your chair. You got it. Great job. Good. We're going to try a little bit of a downward dog variation today. So making sure that your fingertips are on the back of your chair for some support, and feet are a little wider than hips distance. So take a big inhale here, and then exhale, sort of hinge at the hips and lean forward. You want to feel maybe a little stretch in the back of those thighs. And if you're in this and you're like, wait, I don't like this spacing, feel free to step your feet back a little bit. And hinge, lean into, yeah, perfect, Lori, maybe move in that chair. Think about finding some space on your sides, lengthening from your hips down and then from your hips up. Breathe into that space. Good, 2 more belly breaths. 1 more. Beautiful. Now use your chair, press into it, come up. Roll those shoulders. Good. And now we're going to find our split stance, our high lunge. So 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. You can just hold the back of your chair. If you want, you can add a baby bend in that knee. And think about the back, the hip flexor. So if your tush is sticking out, think about tucking your tail under. So sometimes you get a stretch right here. This is nice if you have low back pain. Stretch those hip flexors. Good. Open up those shoulders and bring them down your back. Feel free to keep your hands right on the chair if you want. Otherwise, with an inhale, we'll lift those arms up. And then exhale brings them down. Beautiful. One option, keeping one hand on the chair. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Imagine your breath is lifting those arms up. And then it's exhaling them down. Keep doing that, or this time, inhale them up and keep them up. Exhale out. One more big belly breath. Exhale it out. Beautiful balance. Bring those hands down. From here, we're going to switch into a warrior 2, so that back foot turns a little perpendicular. So we were like this. Now it turns just a little bit. Good. And that front knee, maybe try reaching up that arm. Good. Or if that doesn't feel comfortable, keep it on the chair. Totally fine. That back arm can also lift up too. Good. I can't keep that arm up. So if you can, you do it, but I'm not going to. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Really nice balance. Squeeze that belly in. 3, 2, 1. Good. Turn back towards your chair. Holding the back of that chair, pop that back heel up. Torso comes forward a little bit. So pretend this is my chair. Squeeze your belly and you're working your core. You can stay right here or put more and more weight in that front leg. Maybe your back toe lifts up a little bit. Build that core right here. This is a warrior 3. Squeeze your tush. Squeeze your belly button to your spine. You're finding some balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down, holding onto that chair. Good work, you guys. That's a lot of balance building we just did. Take a breath. Yeah, rolling up the hips. And now, whatever we do on one side, we do on the other side. So go ahead and get yourself set up, holding the back of that chair for balance. Opposite foot forward. This time, other foot back. Always good to have something to hold on to. So right here, press your feet down into the earth. You're pressing onto both feet, not both sets of feet. Good. And then maybe we want to play challenging the balance, lifting that hand up with the breath. If you're ready, one or both hands, inhale them up. And exhale them down. Beautiful. I want you to focus on, if you lift your arms up, pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Excellent. Exhale down. Beautiful. 2 more like that. Amazing. 1 more. Exhale it down. Good. Again, we're going to go up. And if you want, keep the arms up for your exhale. Maybe, maybe not. Beautiful. Slowly exhale those hands down. Transition to warrior 2. Back foot turns perpendicular. And your front heel is in about the middle of that back foot. You have a little baby bend in that front knee, maybe. Shoulders down away from your ears. That front arm can reach forward. That back arm can reach back if that feels steady for you. Now feel the strength in your arms. Think about if someone tried to push them down, they couldn't because they're so strong. Breathe into your belly. For 3, 2, 1. Very slow transition. Back hand comes forward. Hands on that back of the chair. Back heel pops up. Put a little more weight into your front foot. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you hold the top of your chair and your toes in the back get light. Squeeze your belly. Good. Feel free to hold onto that chair if you need it. You're Superwoman flying over the world. Superwoman with strong glutes, strong back body. Belly in for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out. Oh, goodness, that's a lot. Yeah, wiggle out those hips. Little more to do standing, and we'll take it back to our chair. Good. We're going to do one that's a little bit tricky, but it's really good for our leg strength. It's actually called chair pose. So we're going to find our weight is going to go in our heels. Bend your knees and lower your hips. Feel free to hold on to your chair the whole time too. Weight is in your heels, as if you're going to just plop your tush in a chair. And we're going to hold. And if you have sensitive knees, you might not be going down far. You don't want to cause more aggravation. Big strength builder for those legs. Do you feel your thighs? Yes. Breathe into your belly. We're here for 5, 4, 3. We're going to take it to pulses. 2, 1. You move your bottom up and down just about an inch. Weight in your heels so much, maybe your toes are off in your shoes. They're off the ground. Ooh, this is hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to stand. Bring your hips forward. Take a big breath. Shake those legs out. Good. 1 more standing, and then I promise we'll get back in our seats. We're going to find that tree pose. So it doesn't matter what foot you do first, but take 1 foot and root it down into the earth so you feel strong and stable. And pop your other heel up and turn it out. This is just for a hip opener. Doesn't need to be a balance builder. Hands can be at heart center on the back of your chair. Good. You can stay here. Or maybe you want to grow 1 branch. You can hold on to your chair. Maybe you grow both branches. Breathe into your belly. If you're reaching your fingers up, pull your shoulders down your back. Notice your breath. Notice your heart beating. Yeah, we're always moving a little bit in this pose, so that's totally fine. Squeeze that belly. 3. Good job. 2. 1. Hands in. Turn that knee forward again, and then wiggle those hips. Beautiful. Let's do same pose. Other side. Don't expect it to feel the exact same though, right? Press that foot in. Those are your big roots. Other heel pops up and out. I'm going to rest it right on my shoe. Heart forward, shoulders back. Hands can stay on your chair. That's a great place. You can have them at your hips, your heart, or maybe you grow 1 or 2 branches. Concentrate on that breath for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. That was amazing. Really good. Hands down, hold your chair, hips forward. I think I told one line. We're going to do one more standing, and then we'll sit. Good. Strength and balance right here. So again, root into one foot, hold the back of your chair, and lift the other foot off the ground. It could be just an inch. It could be just your heel, or maybe your knee lifts up to about your hip height. You decide. Good. Stay right here. If you want to add a little bit more, you can lift opposite arm. And then you can also find a little bit of movement with that toe. Down and up. Just for 5. 4. Bite your breath. Good. 3. This is really hard. 2. 1. I'm ready for a nap. You got to do other side though. So again, root that opposite foot, then we will take it to seated. And if you're just feeling like you're not sure what your balance today, just lift that heel off. You're still shifting your balance a little bit. Maybe it lifts up. Squeeze whatever you can to feel your own strength. Maybe opposite arm lifts up. And then again, maybe a little bit of motion down and up. Core muscles working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wiggle up those hips. And then feel free to come around and take a seat. Perfect. Ooh, that was a lot. That was hard. Good, we're going to end with our sun salutation. Very peaceful, right? Very zen. Very zen sound for us. Good, so again, I like to scoot my tush towards the edge of my seat. Find that seated mountain. This is a pose right here. This is not easy. Heart into thumbs, thumbs into heart. We're going to move 1 breath, 1 movement. On an inhale, arms out and up. Breathe in. Exhale, fold over 1 thigh. Inhale, lift it up or just pretend to. Exhale, down and switch to the other side. Inhale and lifting it up. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten that back and then a big exhale. From your bigger halfway lift, squeezing those arms behind you. Breathing in it. Big exhale, let it go. Now press your feet down. Inhale, everything up, wide, high, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Come back to that breath, 1 more right here. Exhale it out. Beautiful. You did it. Shavasana time. So get cozy in your chair. Get comfortable. Shavasana is the most important pose we do. All those other poses are for this. You fatigue your muscles, and then in this pose, you don't have to worry about doing anything correctly. You're just being. That's all you are needing to do. You can concentrate on your breath or just forget about it. Your body knows how to breathe on its own. Let your body absorb the benefits from the work you just did. Good. If this feels good and you have more time to stay, feel free to stay longer. Otherwise, maybe bring your hands together at heart center. Take a moment to feel proud of yourself for choosing to come here and move your body and move your breath. Feel gratitude for your awesome body. Think how strong you are and what amazing mobility you have and balance. We'll end with one more collective breath. Inhale, arms out and up. Reach up, grab the good. Bring it down, seal some inside. Send some out into the world. My honor to lead you all. Namaste.
Namaste.
Good work, everybody. That standing one was hard today. No one's moving. Everyone's like, I'm done. I'm done. We did it all. Now I can just sit and take a nap. That's a good sound at the end of a yoga class.